Welcome back to Booze and the Rocks. My name is David Edwards, and today we are going to use these to make the Jungle Bird. But first, this. So let's get into the history of the Jungle Bird. Now, the Jungle Bird is a tiki-style cocktail from Malaysia. Now, the first written account of the Jungle Bird comes to us from the New American Bartender's Guide by John J. Poyster in 1989. And it was created in 1978 in the former Kuala Lumpur Hilton's Aviary bar on Jalan Sultan Ismail. Now, the Jungle Bird has actually been on the menu since 1973 as opposed to Poyster's record, and it was served as a welcoming drink since the opening of the hotel. There you would be ushered into the Aviary room where you could sip your drink and watch this beautiful scenery and the birds through a glass panel. Now, the true creator of this recipe is Jeffrey Ong. He was the beverage manager who was tasked to create a welcome drink for the hotel. Jeff Barry, in his 2002 book Intoxica, recorded the recipe with Jamaican rum, making it more specific. And in 2010, blackstrap rum was used by renowned bartender Giuseppe Gonzalez, giving this drink international attention. Alright, so let's get into making the Jungle Bird. Now, the first thing I need is some dark rum, and we're going to use 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of a dark rum. Now, I'm using Captain Morgan's here, and you can smell that little bit of a rum funk. Oh yeah. The next thing that I need is an Italian aperitif, and we're actually using Campari. Okay, and the recipe calls for technically 0.6 or 2/3 of an ounce. 2/3 of an ounce is kind of hard to figure out, but 3/4 of an ounce is really quite simple. So that's approximately 22 mils, 22.5 mils. Okay, we're going to use 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of a simple sugar. I'm using a 1-to-1 simple sugar that I've made for this. Now, you could use a demerara syrup or a brown sugar syrup. Again, a lot of that will depend totally on, on your preference to taste. Okay. We do, however, need another 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice. Ideally fresh if you can. I just happen to pick it up like this because I don't have anything to press a full thing of pineapple juice. I just said apple, pineapple juice. And I'm leaving that in this time. I'm not cutting it out because I screwed up. The last thing we need is 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice. So we're going to pull that out of a lime. And because I do have a press that I can do that with, we can make this fancy schmancy fresh lime juice real easy. Now, again, I prefer to have fresh ingredients where possible because it just enhances and sets the flavors apart from manufactured and prepared juices. So there you go. Now, we've got all of our concoctions together. What we need is our shaking tin, and we need some ice. We're going to shake this on ice for 10 to 20 seconds. Okay. Actually, we're going to do it for exactly 12 seconds, and I'll speed it up just for you. Yes, I'm getting better at opening that for you. Now, so I've got this. Oh, it smells good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my rocks glass. And what we need to do is, we're not going to use a chunk of ice. We are going to use a bunch of crushed ice. And we're going to fill the glass about halfway. That's a little more than halfway, but that's okay. All right. And we're going to now strain this directly into the glass. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous and interesting in look and color. But you know what? I think we need a little bit more ice. Absolutely. Look at that. All right, so for my garnish, I need some pineapple, actual pineapple chunks, and damn it, where's my pineapple? Pineapple. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the knife and we're gonna slop the top off. Okay, and it doesn't look so bad. I can't, you know, I could put it in like this, but I'm not going to. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a couple of these leaves here, and we're gonna make it really, really pretty. So we'll use 2 pineapple leaves, but that's not all. So we'll jab these in here like so. Look at that, very nice and very pretty. What I would like though, is I want a small wedge of pineapple. So we're just gonna give this a bit of a wedge. Pop that. I'm gonna trim the edge. Put a little bit of a cut in there. And here you go. We have the proper garnish for the jungle bird. Look at this, absolutely gorgeous. It smells great. I've made a horrendous mess on my cutting board, but who cares? Let's enjoy this drink. Smells good, smells tasty. Oh yeah. The pineapple comes through good. The rum's muted. You can get the bitters of the Campari. It's just balanced enough that the Campari starts to come up a little bit. It's a pretty good drink, actually. For a free welcome drink, that's pretty awesome. You know what? I wish hotels did something like this now. But you know what? Tell me if you think that there's a different type of rum you would use, okay? And leave a description for me. Leave a comment for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the ingredients and the method of how to make this in the description down below. If this is your first time to my channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and definitely hit that bell notification. That way you get a notification every time we put a new video up. But if you didn't like this video, you didn't find it entertaining or informative, hit the thumbs down button twice. No, you're going to hit it once. No, you're not. It doesn't really matter. Just hit the thumbs up button. That's all that matters. And we'll see you next time. So the first thing we need is our mixing glass. Okay. And we need 2 ounces. Sorry, how to make this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the description. Apparently I've had too much to drink. So what I'd like you to do, or what I'm going to do, is I'm going to leave the description in the comments down below. Okay, let's try this again. I'm leaving this in. I'm going to leave the ingredients in the description down below. If this is your first time to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell notification. That way you will be notified every time I place a video up. But if this is your first time to my channel,